Welcome to Great Day Live. The first half hour of today's show will be all about Presentation Academy.
Oh, we're so excited about this. We're celebrating the 26th Annual Tower Awards, honoring the legacy that the women of Presentation Academy have built for future generations. Today, we're going to talk about all the academic excellence, athletics, clubs, and how you can support the young women of Presentation Academy.
Great Day Live starts right now. Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eric King alongside Claudia Coffey, who you are a product of the Catholic school system, right?
Yes. It was a great education, great time, loved the academics, to the clubs, to so many of the things that we are going to get to highlight today about what makes that experience a unique one.
You feel like it sets you up for college and life?
My dad loved the fact that it basically, with AP credits in the programs at Assumption High School, is that I opted out of a year and a half of college, that he didn't have to pay for. But that's great, and I think everybody's journey is certainly different. You know, while Presentation wasn't the school that I attended, it's one of the thousands of young women in the Louisville area have attended over so many years. Presentation wants to ensure that any girl who wants to be a Pres girl can do that. So they're asking for your help today by donating to their tuition assistance program. They want to make sure anybody that wants to go certainly can, and that finances are not an option, because that's a big thing that obviously comes up. So throughout the show, we're going to be scrolling along the bottom of your screen there, information about how anybody out there that's watching can donate to help people go to Presentation.
You and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago. You really educated me on that, because I didn't realize that education assistance was an option for some of these schools. So let's dive into this.
Yeah.
Joining us right now, to really break down what today is all about, is Monica Kaufman-Pearson, a graduate of Presentation and previous Tower Award recipient. We've also got Laura Dills, Presentation Academy president. So Monica, let's start with you. You're hosting the Tower Awards this afternoon with Claudia. What does that mean to you?
Well, I graduated from Pres in 1965. My mother was a single parent. My parents divorced. And I would not have been able to get the education that allowed me to go to the University of Louisville had it not been for two things. One, my mother literally copied her engagement ring every year to pay my tuition, but also the education I received at Presentation Academy. And by the way, I used to work for WHAS as an anchor and reporter back in the day.
So you get the behind the scenes and the in front of the scenes too. I see you.
Yes, but I can tell you, because of the education I received, and because of the sacrifice my mother had to make, I grew up in Smoketown. I set up a scholarship for girls from single parent homes. And to me, the best thing you can have is a wonderful education. And Pres is a 190-year-old institution that has supported so many young women so that we can become independent, but also, most importantly, we have made gains that we never would have made had not been for the education we received. Someone said education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for today. Pres prepared for it.
Milestone this year. Tell us about that and how you are celebrating.
Well, we are celebrating with, of course, Monica and several other women that have just done amazing work in our community. We are presenting six awards in categories of health and education, government, and advocacy.
We have two very special awards. One, a Lifetime Achievement Award, and then another, the eighth award is our Mother Catherine Spalding Visionary Award. So we're so excited that we have 3 alumni receiving awards. Monica's here, and that we can really celebrate these successful women in our community.
Monica, let's talk about diversity. Tell us about this year's diverse alumni winners.
Oh, what can I say?
Well, one of our alum from the class of 2000 is Mildred. Mildred is from Guatemala, and she works at the La Casita Center here. She's not with us today. She's actually back home and working from Guatemala. but she's just an amazing young woman that continues to help the Latinx community. We also have Yvonne West. She is Yvonne Smith, I'm sorry, with One West. She's also being celebrated today, and we have several others that just have amazing accomplishments.
When I look at Prez, and I think back to my class, actually from 65, there were only 2 African American girls in our class. Wow. And when I think about Latino and Asian, there were none. And now when you look at Prez, literally, it's this canopy and this blanket, this quilt of color. It's a quilt that has historic background from all cultures. It's a very diverse school. Plus, we're pretty good at sports, too.
Yes, we'll have more about that today, yes.
You all definitely have some bragging rights to tell us about with sports, indeed. And Laura, we understand you guys have many important dates coming up that we want people to know about. We want them, obviously, to help contribute to tuition assistance today. But if people out there are watching and they're like, well, I want to come check it out, they can do that.
They definitely can. We have open house, which will be November 21st. That's actually our anniversary of our 190 years here at 4th and Breck. So we're excited to welcome 6th, 7th, and 8th grade families to our open house in November. We're also really excited to celebrate that 190th anniversary, and there will be more details about that coming up soon.
What are you looking forward to most, when we have the show coming up later this afternoon, really diving in and celebrating all that you have to offer? What stands out to you as what you're most looking forward to?
Well, our mission was twofold with the Tower Awards in its 26th year. Our first was certainly to raise funds for any family that wanted to send their daughter to Prez, to give them that opportunity, to provide that financial assistance so that it isn't a barrier. The second was to be inspiration for our young students, our young women here at Prez, to inspire them to be great leaders. I mean, these women for 26 years that have been awarded are so deserving and just phenomenal what they've done to contribute to our community. So we wanted to, again, inspire, and I think the women that are receiving today are so deserving, and our students will be amazed at what they've accomplished.
And I think the one most important thing for me it's that it shows it doesn't matter which part of Louisville you grew up in. I grew up in Smoketown, but I was an anchor at WSB TV in Atlanta, Georgia for 37 years and had a wonderful career. But the basics came here at Prez, where I learned not only the joy of being a girl, but I learned the joy of being competitive. I was told every day there was nothing I couldn't do. So I love the fact that we are showing young women here, this is what you can become. All you have to do is put in the work.
Well, Monica, we know you are a phenomenal role model, not only for young women looking to go to presentation, but I think for Eric and I sitting here, we are in awe of the doors you have kicked in and the way you have kind of paved the way in journalism. So it's great to have you on Great Day Live, and we can't wait to work with you this afternoon.
Thank you for having me, too.
And we do have more to come this morning to kind of pump you up for the Tower Awards presentation that's going to happen live right here on an extended Great Day Live happening at 1 o'clock. Claudia is going to be hosting that again right here on WHAS 11.